Hi everybody. Usually I start off with feeding Jerry, but I hear Tom calling, so we'll get him fed before we head out to him. Oh, and I see Scotty just ran in the milk house because they still don't get along. Hi Tom. There you go. Hi you two, I'll be right with you. Right with you. And because Scotty doesn't get along with Tom, and vice versa, Scotty's smart enough to figure out that he comes in here for his food. That way they can separate and not fight. Jerry, are you hungry? Is your brother hungry, Jezebel? Jerry. Jezebel, your brother's gonna get his food. Yeah, he is. Each day, Jezebel gets closer and closer. Jerry, you're doing really well. Yes, you are. He's getting his full bottle of milk. Katie's doing her regular roll in the straw. And Jezebel's back there hopping around, but she'll hop over. Jezebel's starting to wonder why her brother's getting all this attention. So, yesterday I didn't have my camera with me, but I managed to touch her head, and then she started kind of like butting me as if she wanted to play. And then I got to the magic spot, which is on their chest, and it seems to be the magic spot with so many animals. I know with dogs it's the same thing, and sheep, if you scratch between their legs, they kind of freeze like a statue, and their tail goes out, and sometimes they'll crouch down and they kind of go into a little trance. They love it when you rub them there. So if you ever want to win your sheep over, if they get close enough that you can actually touch them and you want them to stay there, get to that little sweet spot between their front legs on their chest, and half the battle's won at that point. But Katie's back there right now, so that's maybe keeping her back. Jerry, you're the expert drinker. All done, buddy? All done. People will think that bottle babies are the ones that are the most friendly, but I find they're not. I find the most friendly lambs are the ones that come to you because they want to. I find the bottle babies can get a little demanding, and they see you as solely a food source, whereas a lamb who wants to be your friend is there because she likes you and you like her. And it's a much longer lasting bond. So when people come here and see that we have pet sheep and stuff, some of them might be a bottle baby, but it's very rare. It's actually usually the non-bottle babies, ones that have made friends with you. And I'm thinking Jezebel's going to be that way. Today she's keeping her off, but I wouldn't be surprised if she becomes very friendly. And her mom is really friendly too, so I do find there's a genetic component to friendly sheep as well. Okay, so we'll go on now that Jerry's fed. So we'll walk around the heifer barn and check for udders. Hello. You don't have an udder yet that I can see yet. She's one of the cute ones. I knocked down her salt and mineral, and she wanted that. How you guys all feeling today? Nobody lambing? Nobody having lambs? Suffolks are all standing up for some reason. They want me to kick in their hay. Like I told you about, they have lots of hay there, but if you just fluff it up, it encourages them to eat a little better. So I just walk through the feeder and just kind of kick it in the air a bit. Takes an extra 2 minutes of your day, but it's well worth it. Hi guys, you all look very nice today. When we first got Dorsets and Dorset Rito crosses, they were a wild bunch. You couldn't get close to them. But now that they're here and have gotten to know us and their lambs have grown up and been on the farm, our Dorsets have a much better temperament now, making them a lot easier to handle. They used to be a bit of a nightmare. The thing about Dorsets, we had Suffolks first, and when you tried to catch a Dorset and you kind of blocked their way when they were running to try stop them, you quickly learn that Suffolk is going to put its head down and run through you. So when we got the Dorsets and the Dorset Rito crosses, we thought the same thing. So we were blocking low. And they weren't like Suffolks. They were totally different. A Dorset, when she wants to escape and you're blocking them, they're going to go flying over your head. So these guys will jump and Suffolks will charge. And little Texel crosses like Big Betty here, they just let you grab them. Don't you, Big Betty? You are a sweetheart. She's one of our old girls. And you're a baby. And you're a baby from last year. And so are you. So are you. You're a first timer. And I suppose you want to come over too. Hi, Big Betty. You're looking very pregnant. Good girl. You're a good girl because you're a good mom. So when you're walking around them, they shouldn't be tearing off around the pen and being spooky. And if you really want to win them over, just crouch down in the group. These guys have Ben to worry about, but I'm crouched down in the middle of a breeding group. There's a ram in here. There's ewes now because I'm at their level and smaller and more approachable. Not so scary. Now I've got ewes actually scratching at me because they want more attention. So I've come down to their level. Now I'm not threatening. So it's all about not being threatening, being quiet, being calm, petting them under the chin, petting them on their sweet spot, just between their legs. They like that. And just walking in among them each day, being calm. Oh, see ya. And I didn't look behind me, but even Geronimo had come up to see me. Hey, Geronimo. You're losing some weight there, buddy. You want to come over and see? Come on, then. He's not going to come over. Maybe he is. Ben. He was more concerned about the dog. They don't like the dog there. Because the dogs can chase them. And as we saw in the other barn, can give them a nip. Don't like that. But this is the ram now. If I had walked up to him, he probably would have run off. But because I was crouched down, he let me pet him. And I go shoulder here. Hello. He's there too. I'm in a much more approachable. Oh, and now Ben thinks he's going to win them over again. Dogs are smart too. He rolled over. Get lower to them. Now, it's not like everybody wants to pet their sheep, but it is about not getting knocked over because they're tearing around. And tearing around is not only annoying because you can't have a good look at them, but when they're tearing around and in a panic, inevitably they're going to bang into something, get their legs trapped in something, get in an accident, get injured. So quietness has its benefits for sure. So we're into Gladiator's pen now. He's laying down having a little itch. But yes, it's just animal behavior and what I feel is common sense. Animals are on the bottom of these sheep are on the bottom of the food chain. So as such, it is their instinct to run when they're in trouble. So you've got to make them feel safe and secure. So they're going to mimic your behavior. If you're hyper, banging things around, rushing around, angry, these type of things, or even when you're, setting chutes up, trying to chase them into chutes, it's a little scary and intimidating. The noise levels up, the activity levels up, and they're going to be more flighty. When you're calm, they'll get to know you, and they'll just lay here. Some will come up to you, and some will just keep on laying down. And I can see, what are you guys doing? Hi, girls. Hey, Gladiator. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Again, this is a breeding group with a ram in it. Not telling people to make friends with all their rams, because yes, some rams are jerks. And but you need to know your animals, which ones to watch more than others. But a ram you watch all the time. Even Gladiator, who's the biggest pussycat around, I know that he's pushing 400 pounds, and he likes me. He'll follow me around, so I gotta make sure that he is respectful at all times, isn't putting his head down. But you see, I'm petting him now on the neck, and his tail has come up. That's like a submissive gesture when they do that. And I can bend down. Hi, buddy. Hi. Let me zoom out if I can. Well, that's as zoomed out as I get, but he's right close to me. But he just wants attention. He's not hitting me to get attention or knocking me over. He's standing quietly, respectfully. His tail is out. I'm petting his little spot here, which tends to make them freeze. And his tail's out, you see? Sticking out. Can you see that that's sticking out there? And I'm petting him the whole time. And his tail is out. It's a submissive gesture that sheep do. And when they're doing that, they're pretty safe. Hey, Glad? Yeah. It just makes working with them so much nicer. And then when your ram's this tame too, when you're doing breeding groups, it's much easier to move them around from group to group. Hi, you two. You're very nice. On to the next pen now. So you'll see the sheep, how they respond to the different dogs too. When the border collies are in here, Katie's the older one, so they're a little more calm with her. But when Ben and Max are in here, they're hyper, they're running around, they want to chase the sheep. And let's face it, the dogs are a descendant of the wolves, so they have a legitimate reason to be cautious and fearful of dogs. So again, you want to train your border collie to be behaved with these sheep so that they're not scaring them and running them through fences and stuff like that. And if you have guardian dogs, watch how they behave with the sheep. They're very submissive. When they want to hit them, which they do sometimes when they have young lambs and stuff, the guardian dogs won't fight back. They'll usually just roll over into a submissive position. So that's teaching the sheep that they're not a threat, that they're quiet, that they're good. And very quickly, sheep become happy and comfortable with livestock guardian dogs, because those guardian dogs, they are constantly making the sheep feel at ease. Hi, girls. And maybe not all people feel this way, but I find it kind of satisfying to know that I've been able to create trust with an animal, and that they don't see me as a threat and will let me handle them and help them if they need it. Hi! And here's Angel. Oh, Angel. I'm going to show a picture of Angel last year at this time of year, where she was wearing her Christmas antlers for the photos. Hi, and you've got a little bit of a wool tag on you. Do you want me to take it off, or are you just seeing who I am? You're looking funny. And you're looking very pregnant. Yes, you are. You're looking pregnant. That's a good thing. Hi. See, I've crouched down. I'm not sitting down because Arnie's just bringing straw in. The pen's dirty right now, so they're going to get some clean bedding today. But just even the fact of crouching down, they've moved in closer. Hi. What do you think about that? Now the pen that Arnie's in right now, that's Handsome's pen, the ram we bought in. You really have to watch yourself with him. He wants to be a friend, but he's got that little aggressive twinkle in his eye, and he's put his head down towards us a few times in the breeding group, so he's got to learn some manners, that ram, or he won't be staying here very long. So Arnie's gonna roll that across, and then when he's, oh, and you see the ram went after him. And you do, it's just like a dog. If they misbehave, you got to teach them. You can't let them get away with it. So Arnie kicked him with his. He kicked him with the foot, and not hard, but just enough to startle him, to get him to go away, to let him know that he's not the boss of the pen. Whereas the ram on this side, this is Hamish, he came in and he's a well-behaved ram. But yeah, you really have to keep your eye on this guy. Not too happy about that. We get so used to having well-mannered rams. Well, I hope this helps in getting your sheep to calm down and warm up to you, and it really will make your life on the farm a lot easier. So Arnie's bringing the skid steer in he'll grab what's left of this bale. This pen didn't need as much straw as the other, so I'm just going to block the sheep from leaving. But yes, Handsome is in this group, and I have an elevated heart rate because he's in here, and this is one of those situations where there's more activity going on, where they are feeling a lot more skittish. And I know I've got a fairly aggressive ram in here, and I don't like that feeling. When I go out and do my chores, I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy what I do. I want to enjoy the animals. I don't want to be having an elevated heart rate. Don't want to be watching my back, and I don't want to get injured. It's not an enjoyable way to go to work. There's enough stress at work without having animals that you don't trust. So the best thing is to work with them.